everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Laws on Point. In today's segment, we would be talking about termination of employees, grounds for termination and rights of terminated employees. So stay tuned. Before heading towards the topic, it's very important for us to understand what does termination of employment means. So basically, it's departure of the employee from company and end of his work relationship with the organization. After an employee is terminated from the company, he or she will no longer be associated with company or handle any workload. Fortunately, in India, there is no hire and fire policy. So there couldn't be termination without giving notice, unlike what happens in West countries. Employers have to follow certain procedure under labor law in order to give termination to employees. Let's take a look at the types of termination under which an employee is let go from a company. Voluntary termination means that the employee by himself, by his own wish, is letting go his employment within the company. Now there can be various personal reasons for it. He might be getting a new or better job, or he might be starting a new venture in a different field, or there can be professional reasons as to constructive dismissal. Now, what is this constructive dismissal? Constructive dismissal refers to a situation where an employee is dissatisfied with his workplace. They may be facing harassment, low wages, low work hours, long commute, and there can be a possibility that the forced discharge of employee from organization can also fall under the category of constructive dismissal. In case of this voluntary termination, the employee is required to hand over a formal letter of resignation to the employer. Usually, the standard period of notice is about 30 days. But this period of notice might even get shorter depending upon organization to organization. Termination is when the employee is made to leave the company without his own will. A company may opt for voluntary termination during the situation of layoff or downsizing, or they are firing employees from the company. Layoff and downsizing is a situation where the company is reducing its workforce. Downsizing usually happens in a situation where the company is either going bankrupt or is going for any merger. This benefits them by reducing their cost and restructure their workforce. Layoff may happen when an employee's skills is no more needed in the company. An employer has the right of terminating his employees by giving him sufficient cause and reason. But if the termination is based on race, caste, religion, gender, or pregnancy, that would be completely illegal dismissal. In case if the company is found doing so, they can be even penalized after being found guilty. Now, talking about termination under contract, this means that in most of the cases, employment contracts are very specific about the process of terminating employment. This is mostly the case when the employment is by mutual agreement, or in particular cases when contractual employment is set for a fixed period. For instance, consultants with international organizations or interns at private organizations often have defined employment period. So, an employee is considered terminated after the conclusion of such contract, unless a new contract is formed or offered or the clause in the initial contract are amended. As we all know that in most of the countries, employees that are terminated by employers are either often given 1 month notice or payment of 1 month of wages is given to them. Organizations in India have to comply with the state and central laws. Certain sectors like manufacturing or plantation also receives protection under central regulation. State laws become particularly more important when there is no prescribed procedure for termination exists. So in such scenario, the state laws become the thumb rule for terminating the employees. Now, let's understand the employment termination policies in major states of India. Under the Maharashtra Shops and Establishment Act 2017, an employer cannot terminate an employee who has been working with the organization for more than a year without giving 30 days notice period at the least. If the employee have been working in the organization for less than a year but has not exceeded 3 months, then in that case, he has to be given a minimum notice period of 14 days. However, employees who are terminated for misconduct may be terminated without giving any notice. The Delhi Shops and Establishment Act of 1954 is very similar to the Maharashtra Act. In Delhi, employees are required to give a notice period of 30 days for terminating employees who have been worked for more than 3 months or have been given a salary in lieu of such notice. The employer do not need to give notice period if the reason of termination is related to misconduct. However, the employee here should be given a chance to explain himself or herself against any misunderstanding or allegations. Under the Karnataka Shops and Establishment Act 1961 and Tamil Nadu Shops and Establishment Act 1947, in both the acts, an employee has been given with the organization for more than 6 months cannot be terminated suddenly without giving a reasonable cause. Here, the employee must be given a notice period of 30 days. The same happens in this case also, where the employee terminated for misconduct can be terminated immediately without any compensation. According to Andhra Pradesh Shops and Establishment Act 1988, in this case, the employee who has given his service for at least 6 months, they would not be getting a notice period here. There would be no notice period given to them. The employee would still have the right to tell and explain the separation in the notice of a resignation letter. In case of the act in the West Bengal, the employer shall be given a notice period to the employee of 30 days according to the law. Even if there is no employee eligible for gratuity payment, the act is still applicable to the establishment. This can take place within 30 days of termination. Shops and Commercial Establishments Amendment Rule 2019, no employee who have been in organization for not more than 6 months. So in that case, they can leave the organization without giving a month's notice period. There are many reasons a company can fire its employee at any time without even giving a reason or notice period. So let's look at some of the common grounds where the employee can be fired from their jobs. Come across movie scenes where there is office setup and the actors and protagonists are seen throwing the telephone, breaking the printers, or tearing off the contract. That looks wow in the movie, that looks great, but in real life that's a fireable offense. If intentionally or non-intentionally it is found that you're damaging the company's assets or equipments, then in that case you can even be fired from your job. Being intoxicated or taking drug in the workplace will interfere with on-the-job performance, and with some kind of drugs it may be illegal as well. Another ground for termination of employee can be misconduct. A lot of things fall under this category, from sexual harassment to bullying or criminal misbehavior, lying, stealing, fraud, bribery, and a lot more can fall under this category. The procedure to terminate an employee in India, the employer is required to conduct disciplinary proceedings. This disciplinary proceedings would include to constitute a disciplinary panel who would give a show cause notice to employee, and then the employee would be given a chance to put forth his defense. Policies vary from company to company. So, the candidate who is about to join the company or the employee who has been working in the company, both of them should make sure that they review the company's policy and should follow those rules and regulations mentioned there. There are other minor grounds on which the company can terminate the employee, and those are absence without applying for leave for more than 10 days, taking holidays or late attendance, negligence of work, poor performance, or frequently taking sick leaves. Laws in India provides a greater degree of protection to the employees. Both judiciary and government serves a helping hand in terms related to employment or termination disputes. The employee who has been terminated from the company has certain rights which has to be fulfilled by the employer. In case of non-fulfillment, the employee has right to sue the employer in the court of law. The requirement of right to be heard has come from the principle of natural justice. Under this principle, the aggrieved person is given a fair and reasonable opportunity to defend himself. So, according to the principle of natural justice, the employee has the right to heard against the termination of his employment. He must be given an opportunity to express his explanation about his position and show cause as to why he was dismissed or why he should not be dismissed. So, servants' pay is a compensation paid by an organization to employee when they leave employment at the company unwillingly or they have been removed from a position. So, the employee has right over certain payments which he is entitled to receive at the time of termination. This pay would include payment of salary in lieu of notice, the unpaid salary of working days, payment of gratuity by the employee who is employed for more than 5 years as provided in the Gratuity Act 1972. Apart from that, bonuses, payment of bonuses for those employees who worked for at least 30 days in a financial year and earned up to 10,000 under the Payment of Bonus Act 1965. Or any other payments agreed to be paid on termination by the employer under the company's policy. An employee has the right to conduct a fair inquiry in cases of improper or unjust termination. The facts and circumstances should be looked upon carefully to find the real fault on the part of employee or if he has to be responsible or not. Apart from these rights, employee has the right to sue the employer in case of illegal or unlawful dismissal. Like I spoke in the early part of my video where I told that if the termination is based on race, religion, caste, gender or pregnancy, in those cases the employee has right to sue the employer in the court of law. So that's all for today's video. For any queries or doubts, please write in the comment box below and I'll be answering them very shortly. Thank you.